Hello everyone, and welcome back to Rosie TV, and today we're going to be talking about the exciting La Liga title race we have this season. As of right now, Real Madrid are top of the table with 71 points, 2 points above Barcelona, with a game in hand as well. So if they potentially win that extra game in hand, they will have 5-point gap over Barcelona. Now, a 5-point gap in most other leagues is a pretty good cushion to separate yourselves from the pack. But in La Liga, that's not really the case. Real Madrid and Barcelona rarely drop points, but when they do drop points, their rival is going to be right there behind them. Now, Real Madrid have recently been in good form, winning 8 of their last 10 matches. But what I think is really concerning is their defense. In their last 10 games, they have conceded a huge 13 goals. And in that same time period, they only kept 2 clean sheets, one against Alaves and one against Espanyol. Now, in every other top 5 league in Europe, the top of the table team has either the first or second best defense in the league. But that's not the case in La Liga, as Real Madrid have the 4th best defensive record after Villarreal, Atletico Madrid, and Barcelona. It's also important to note that they've played less games than those 3 teams, so that defensive record could get even worse. I think they've been riding their luck since they had such an amazing start to the season, but since the turn of the year, things haven't really been the same. And of their last 9 games remaining in La Liga, they still have to play Atletico Madrid this weekend, they have to play Barcelona later on this month, and they have to play a tricky Sevilla side. Now, if they drop points in more than one of these games, I think it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen in La Liga. Now, their closest rival, Barcelona, still has to play Villarreal, and obviously we have the El Clasico later on this month. But besides that, their schedule is a lot less taxing compared to Real Madrid. And not only are they a better attacking side than Real Madrid, but also their defense has stepped up after a lot of criticism in these past few years. Samuel Umtiti especially, he's been their main man this season in defense, and it looks like he's going to be their main man for the next 5 or 6 years. Whether they have a 3-man back line where he's partnered with Piqué and Mascherano, or a 2-man back line, he always seems to stand out, and in a good way, obviously, not in a bad way. But back to Real Madrid, earlier this week, they beat Leganes 4-2, and there's some pros and cons we can take out of this game. The obvious no-brainer con is the fact that they're conceding 2 goals to a team that's fighting relegation. But on the other hand, this was a rotated team, and they still seem to score 4 goals without their 3 amazing forwards, Benzema, Bale, and Ronaldo. Their front 3 was completely changed. They played Marco Asensio, Alvaro Morata, and Lucas Vazquez, as Zidane is clearly already building for the future. Alvaro Morata was a star man, especially scoring a hat-trick in this game. And Real Madrid, over the past few years, have started to look for a replacement for Karim Benzema, but I think you got your replacement right there. Morata, over the past 2 or 3 seasons, he doesn't put up that many goals every single season, but he puts up a lot of goals compared to the minutes that he's playing. I think if he were to get regular game time, if he were to play week in, week out, I think he could be a 20-goal-a-season striker. It's also important to note that their midfield was also heavily rotated, with Casemiro being the only regular midfielder playing. Alongside Casemiro was Mateo Kovacic and James Rodriguez, and James got 1 goal and 1 assist in this game, and Mateo Kovacic also notched his own assist as well. So they're showing they have depth, but now it's up for their regular starters to show up on the biggest stage. Another player I'd like to talk about is Sergio Ramos. He's gotten so much praise this season for his amazing goal scoring. In the league, on his own, he has 7 goals, which is the same amount as Gareth Bale, and he has more goals than Ivan Rakitic, as well as Fernando Torres. But on the other hand, defensively, he's sometimes hot and he's sometimes cold. Sometimes you can't get past him, and other times you get past him with ease. And while he's shown that he's one of the best goal-scoring center backs of all time, he's still a defender at the end of the day. And I do think he does deserve criticism for his sometimes shoddy defending. Now, in terms of the league title, that game against Barcelona is going to be like a final for Real Madrid. And it will be even bigger if they manage to drop points this weekend to Atletico Madrid. And although Atletico Madrid are not as good as past seasons in the league, and they did have a pretty slow start to the season, they have definitely picked up form recently, And at the end of the day, they still have the joint best defensive record in the league. Zidane has to bring his absolute A game against Simeone here, because you don't want to drop points, as that will only increase the pressure going into the Classico. As for Barcelona, they just have to continue winning games and hope that Real Madrid drop points against either the lowly opposition or teams like Atletico Madrid. Now, anyways, tell me who you think is going to win La Liga in the comment section below. And if you have any suggestions for any future football videos you want me to make, please put that in the comment section below as well. Please like, share, and subscribe for more football content. And thank you for watching Rosy TV.